To those who are standing there is also space in amphitheater, and the volunteers will guide you through. You may take your seat in the amphitheater and watch the ceremony. Respected dignitaries, faculty, staff, parents, my dear students and graduates, Namaskar, Vanakkam, and a very good evening. I'm immensely pleased to welcome you all to the Civil Engineering Department's Degree Distribution Program at IIT Madras. I'm Dr. Mohana Krishnan Logan, Assistant Professor at Civil Engineering, and I will be the Master of Ceremonies for today's event. I request our Head of the Department, Professor Benny Raphael, to accompany our chief guest, Shri B.K. Kameshwara Rao, to the dais. A convocation is a much-awaited event in every student's life, as it is the culmination of all their efforts throughout their academic endeavor. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments. Before we start the ceremony, I request everyone to rise for the invocation song, Tamil Thai Vaalthu, followed by Vande Mataram.
தெக்கனமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறை பிறைநுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்த செயல் மறந்த வாழ்த்ததுமே 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 வந்தே மாதரம் வந்தே மாதரம் சுஜலாம் சுஃபலாம் மலயஜ शीतलां सस्यश्यामलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी फुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम्.
Thank you all. Please be seated. Now I request Professor Benny Raphael, Head of the Civil Engineering Department, to present the annual report with us.
Respect, respected chief guest, graduates, faculty colleagues, and friends. On behalf of the department, I extend a warm welcome to the graduates and a special invitation to the proud parents, relatives, and friends of graduates. I welcome all the invitees, including faculty colleagues, staff, students, and research scholars. Today, 106 BTech, 17 dual degree, 89 MTech, 12 MS, and 60 PhD degrees are being awarded. 20 students of our PG diploma programs are also graduating this year. This year, we have a record. The maximum number of PhDs awarded in the entire history of the department. This is also the highest number of PhDs awarded among all the departments in the institute in this convocation. It is truly amazing that the number of PhDs have increased from 15 to 60 in about 10 years. This is the result of the close mentoring and hard work of many people. Our department is the third largest in the institute in terms of faculty and student strength. Presently, we have 1,082 students on roll, including 474 BTech, 23 dual degree, 263 MTech, 23 MS, and 262 PhD scholars. We have about 20% women students in our UG program and more than 30% in our PG program. Our department has expertise in all traditional streams of civil engineering, including building technology and construction materials and management, environmental engineering, geotechnical engineering, structural engineering, transportation engineering, and hydraulics and water resources engineering. Our country and our people look forward to this department for finding solutions to the pressing problems of the nation, whether it is related to infrastructure or sustainability or climate change. 63 full-time faculty members of the department have made their mark in various areas of civil engineering. I'm glad that 3 new faculty members joined our department during this academic year. The department is continuously growing to meet the demands of high-quality education and research. We have 4 distinguished professors from all around the world, actively contributing to the institute with their unique expertise and skills. We have 5 professors of practice who bring enormous experiential and practical knowledge to our teaching and research. We also have 21 adjunct faculty who have been contributing to the research of the department by guiding research scholars and students. I extend my gratitude to the 19 staff members who are giving their best support to the department. They facilitate the smooth functioning of the department and the laboratories. Some of our faculty members are providing service to the institute in various administrative positions like deans and chairpersons. Our faculty have been consistently winning awards, various awards and recognitions from around the world. Our students have also made us proud with their achievements. We are proud that our alumnus, Sri B.K. Kameshwar Rao, who is our chief guest today, won the Distinguished Alumnus Award for the year 2025. We are also glad that Sri Velayan Subaya, who was our chief guest in 2023 for the Department Degree Distribution Program, is also a recipient of the Distinguished Alumnus Award this year. During this academic year, we secured sponsored research projects from agencies like DST and from the industry for a total value of about 56 crores. This demonstrates the confidence the industry is having in our faculty. We have continued generating valuable intellectual property like in previous years. We are happy to share that about 15 patents have been granted and 9 new patents have been filed this year. Our centers of excellence have been active in developing high-impact technological solutions. The Center for Low Carbon and Lean Construction was set up to address the adoption of circular economy and sustainable construction practices in the construction industry. The works on construction technologies and material have attracted attention in the press and social media. This includes 3D printing, material characterization, virtual reality, robotic segregation of waste, and so on. Our structural engineering division has excelled in computational methods and have achieved recognition in areas like earthquake engineering and seismic assessment. Physics-based ground motion simulations are essential for seismic design and performance assessment. Using numerical methods, we model wave propagation through complex geologies in regions like the Himalayas, Kutch, and the peninsular India. Our faculty have ventured outside traditional structural engineering and worked on innovative materials and non-intuitive behavior. Concepts like origami structures are particularly intriguing to young engineers as well as non-engineers. By carefully modifying the unit cell topology of certain lattice structures, we can tune how the entire structure behaves, paving way for custom designed materials and smart structural systems. The Transportation Division of IIT Madras is a leading center for research into areas such as intelligent transportation systems, traffic engineering, pavement engineering, and sustainable materials. Its key initiatives include real-time traffic monitoring, implementing bus signal priority, developing a collision avoidance system, and formulating improved standards for highway materials and construction processes with a focus on recycling and reusing materials for various applications. Self-driving and driver assistance technologies developed by the Transportation Division have generated a lot of attention. Many new technologies have been developed by our environmental engineering group for treating wastewater and for improving sustainability. For example, they developed an electrochemical ozone process for efficient, low chemical dye degradation in textile effluents. The Environmental Engineering Division also implemented a nature-based in-stream treatment for urban drain restoration and developed reverse osmosis and microwave catalytic methods to remove dissolved and trace pollutants, advancing sustainable water purification. The Carbon Zero Challenge, organized by our environmental engineering faculty, has attracted a lot of attention. Many innovative solutions have been demonstrated in this program. Urban flooding, air quality, and atmospheric sciences are important areas researched into by our faculty in environmental and water resources engineering. The Geotechnical Engineering Research Group has undertaken several projects of national importance. This includes subsurface mechanics and geoenergy project and dam safety guidelines to reduce the risk associated with various geohazards. Cutting-edge computational methods are being used to solve complex geotechnical engineering problems. This year, our open house event attracted more than 1,000 visitors. Our department won the first prize for the best laboratory visits during the Institute open house. Let me highlight the activities of the Civil Engineering Association, the student-driven initiative. There were insightful lectures, interactive talks, and events organized throughout the year. The flagship event, CA Fest, is a 3-day technical event in which students pursuing civil engineering from various colleges around the country stay here and compete in various events and participate in workshops. This year featured a gathering of 500 plus students from 150 plus colleges across the country. I conclude by acknowledging the significant contribution made by all the faculty and staff members, students, scholars, and a host of project staff members. I wish all the graduates a professionally enriching career. I wish them all the best to take off successfully to start their new journey in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Benny, for sharing the annual report with us. Now it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome our chief guest, Shri B.K. Kameshwara Rao, Director, GMR Airports Developers Limited, India. Shri B.K. Kameshwara Rao has made an indelible mark in the field of infrastructure and construction management over a remarkable career spanning more than 45 years. His contributions to the development of global infrastructure, particularly in the airport and hospitality sectors, have set new benchmarks in engineering excellence, sustainability, and project management. Shri Kameshwara Rao has been a driving force in the aviation industry, playing a pivotal role in the development of some of the most significant airport projects worldwide. His association with GMR Group since 2004 has led to the successful execution of multiple high-profile airport projects, including Rajiv Gandhi International Airport in Hyderabad, Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi, Manohar International Airport in Goa, Bohapuram International Airport in Visakhapatnam, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar International Airport in Nagpur, and several international ventures in Turkey, Maldives, Philippines, Greece, Kuwait, Oman, Saudi Arabia, and Indonesia. His leadership and vision have contributed to pioneering advancements in airport infrastructure, sustainability initiatives, and passenger experience enhancements. Under his stewardship, the Hyderabad International Airport became India's first greenfield airport under the public-private partnership model and achieved global recognition, including the prestigious Airport Service Quality Rankings. His contributions to Delhi International Airport have facilitated its transformation into one of the world's best airports, achieving carbon neutral status and setting new sustainability standards. His expertise in airport planning, construction, and operations has significantly elevated India's standing in global aviation infrastructure. He has also been a part of the digital transformation journey of GMR Airports. Beyond aviation, Shri Kameshwar Rao has been instrumental in the construction of some of the world's most luxurious hotels, including Wildflower Hall in Shimla, Amar Vilas in Agra, Raj Vilas in Jaipur, Uday Vilas in Udaipur, and international projects in Mauritius and Turkey. His extensive experience also spans automotive manufacturing plants, hydroelectric power station in Malaysia, national highways, and large-scale educational institutions, including the prestigious Sultan Qaboos University in Oman. He has been a speaker at multiple conferences across Europe, Africa, and Asia, and a guest speaker at ISB Hyderabad, IIM Lucknow, IIT Hyderabad, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Kanpur, and CEPT Ahmedabad. He serves as an advisory member of IIT Kharagpur School of Infrastructure Design and Management and was honored with the Coaching Champion Award by IIT MAAA, which is our alumni association, in 2023. His contributions to award-winning airport projects include ACI Best Airport Awards, World Architecture Award, Golden Peacock Awards, and so on. He is a steering committee member and donor for Young Researchers Forum and has been actively mentoring students through the career and life coaching initiative since 2020. His exemplary career serves as an inspiration to future generations of engineers and leaders, demonstrating the impact of visionary leadership, technological foresight, and engineering excellence on the global stage. In recognition of his outstanding contributions to infrastructure development, sustainability, and project management, the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, has conferred Shri B.K. Kameshwar Rao with a Distinguished Alumni Award of the year 2025. Now, I request our chief guest, Shri B.K. Kameshwar Rao, to deliver the presidential address.
Good afternoon. What a group. First of all, I'm honored to be called in here to speak to you and address you this afternoon. I must thank Professor Meher Prasad and Benny to have invited me for this occasion. But I do have a problem with the title given to me, Chief Guest. I've had 7 blissful years in IIT Madras, and how can I be a guest at my home? Before you think I've flunked, it was actually 5 years BTech then, and I continued for my master's another 2 years. As to the word chief, it doesn't really resonate with me. It is not me to be called chief. Yes, I've held several posts, COO, CEO for several times, but I've always been a people's man, a team player. I've been one of the team members. Except that, I will have different responsibilities as you grow up the ladder, but otherwise, just treat me like one of you. That's how I would like to be called. I understood, and from the speech, that more than 300 of you have graduated. In my time, when I graduated in '79, we were just 60 plus. I'm very happy that IITM is actually reaching out to a large number of people. And I think the institute has grown several fold, and that is beneficial both to the institute and the country. You should all feel very proud of where you are today. You have actually achieved a mission. This is the culmination point of what you set out to do when you came here. And each one of you must understand this is a very important milestone in your life. So cherish the moment, feel proud, give yourself a well-deserved good round of applause. But as you did that, don't forget to express your gratitude for all the people, the professors and the teachers and whoever else, your parents, whoever else you would like to thank for being where you are today. I have no doubt what is the next scenario, what next, right, is what you would always there in your mind. And I have no doubt that some of you have already committed to what you're going to do next. Some of you may have a couple of options and may not have made up your mind. But you are going to move away from a very structured, a path. Like you went to school and then you did the exam and then you got through and now you've done your 4 years and you've got your degree and so on. You're going to move away from this very structured approach to a very unstructured approach where you must chart your own path, right? It's not the path that others have laid down for you. So this is going to be the challenge that you're going to face, right, as you move further. This world has moved away from a position where there was a scarcity of information. I'm going way back to my times, to really an information overload. The problem here is problem of plenty. So what you need to do is to really suss through this whole of the information, sift through that, make some sense of this information for it to be of any use to you. So you analyze and then you distill and then you hopefully get some insights from this information and you make these decisions that are going to be either beneficial to yourself or to the society or the company, whoever you work for. So this is the challenge that you have today. That's where I see. So given this background and given what IIT has taught you, all these wonderful professors, I don't think I'm going to be teaching anything new to you, except, some of the softer skills, right? that I have gained through my experience, I think what matters other than the domain expertise that you've actually gained at this point in time. So I will go through one by one on this. First of all, let's look at it. What are we talking about? We're talking about career. You've gone through your student life. We're talking about your career ahead. And you have a whole life ahead, right? Now, these two, I speak in one breath because I don't think they're separate, especially in today's world where you have the laptop and where you have the phone and everything else. Work has moved into house space, house has moved, work has moved into workspace, and so on. So it is a challenge that you're going to have, and they're inseparable. Now, how do you keep pace with it? How do you make sense of all this? When you look at people and life and you look at your own daily life, we were all supposed to do work, and then there was life after work, and then there was the rest. You slept, right? And there was supposed to be 8 hours each, roughly, right? And the idea of the rest was to recover so that the next day you can actually get up and do your work again, right? And as soon as there is some kind of imbalance within these three, you will see that the other two will get affected, okay? But when I was in IIT, right, I used to think that the sleep was the useless activity. I never imagined, if I was to call it an activity, first of all, I still don't know whether it's an activity or not. But I now recognize that sleep is just as important if you were to come in and day out and be as good as you were yesterday and tomorrow and so on. So it is about sustenance, so be conscious of that is what I'm going to say. The next point I want to make is I want to divide the life into 3 compartments, right? And they're very distinct compartments. The first one is the student life, from birth till student life. And now you're going to move into the work life. And then there's going to be the retired life, right? So welcome to the work life. Now, if you thought that you actually achieved a lot and you've gone through the toughest phase of your life and the rest is going to be easy, just be ready for a huge surprise. Work life is the most complex, more complex than you perhaps imagine today, right? So be aware of that. So how do you make sure that you are actually ready for this? You need to be developing yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually, right? All 3 phases are very important right now. It's not that you develop physically when you're young and then mentally, and then when you become old age, then now you start talking about the spiritual. You need to keep a good balance between all these 3, and this is what I would recommend. So what I would ask you to do is to not work so much and so hard because it is not sustainable, right? You will have an early burnout. I'm sure you'd have heard of people, burnt out, no longer interested, I can't do it, right? So pace yourself. So doing the right pace and giving equal importance to all these 3 things. So this is my first advice to you. My second advice to you, first of all, is to do with work. First of all, let's ask, why are we working? Why do people want to work? And if any one of you said that I don't work for money, come and work for me. So everybody, right, the first and foremost reason that we work is for money. The secondary reason is to put our knowledge to use. I want to be good. I want to do good to the society, to the environment. There's various things, right, for the social reasons. I want to keep busy, right? But primarily it is to do with earning money, right? That is what you need to do. So what do you need to do? Today you are all, most of you at least, are single. What's going to happen to you is you're going to transition. You're going to find your soulmate, you're going to get married, you're going to have children. So your life situation is continuing to change. And as the life situation changes, you'll also find that the considerations, what are the priorities, they keep changing. So please be aware of that you need to really reprioritize at each stage of your life and understand what is the most important thing at this stage for you. And you need to make those adjustments, okay? Especially even more so now, because almost everybody, both the members of the couple, always working today, okay? So this is my second advice to you. So make sure that you are looking after yourself, not only yourself, but the family. But the third part is you also have some kind of a commitment to the society. You are living in a community. So it's not just about you or your family, it's also about the community. And take cognizance that whatever acts you do, right, you're doing something good, at least you're not detrimental to certain things, right? So my third piece of advice is to follow your passion. You see, I told you that the work life is the longest of the life. Easily 40 plus years, you got to work. Oh my God, I'm going to work the next 40 years is what some of you are thinking perhaps, but that's what you will be doing. And you need to be, it's difficult to get in, day out, turn up for work, right? You have heard of the Monday syndrome and things like that people have, but follow your passion. If you follow your passion and if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. In fact, you're very enthused to go to work. And this is what I would say, don't go after the money, all right? What you do is let the money run for you. You don't run for the money. By this, what I mean is, whatever you earn, you save, and then you invest it well. And why do you want to invest? In fact, why should I save? Some of the people may ask, but you have this third phase of life. Remember, I told you the retired life. So sooner or later, you're going to have to think, maybe not when you're as young, but I would advise you that it is best to start now when you're young, to start looking at saving for the retired life. So my sincere advice, follow your passion, okay? The fourth piece of advice that I want to give you is choose the work that suits your temperament, that suits your inherent style, right? Some of you may think that, okay, I'm good for teaching, or I'm good for research, or I'm good for the field work, right? There is a temperament that you have. So you should somehow tune in. So if you're able to tune in, and if you're lucky enough, right, then it comes naturally. Your natural self is good enough, in fact, exactly what the work needs. But in case you don't, then you have to do the acting. You have to somehow lift yourself, and during those work hours, you need to role play whatever you need to do. So if you're able to, as I said, choose, then it becomes easier, right? So what you need to do is to think very clearly. Otherwise, every time you are out of sync with what you're doing, right, it causes an element of stress. You may not feel it today, but you will feel it, because it is not your natural thing to do. So since you're play acting, when there is a pressure situation, right, while much of work is easy, it is routine, you follow certain instructions, you do in 8 hours and you're back, but there are emergencies, there are exigencies, and there are pressure situations. So in these pressure situations, to actually act calmly, to actually be in control of yourself. Because if you as a leader is not in control, you cannot control the workers. So this is something that you need to really evolve, okay, and take cognizance of this, that try and choose, okay? You're not always lucky, but at least try. My fifth piece of advice is to make timely decisions. Many people are very afraid to make a decision. They're afraid because they think I may go wrong. They procrastinate. If you don't make the decisions for yourself, somebody else will. And you have no other option but to follow that. So choose whether you want to follow somebody else's decision or you want to make your own decisions. And if you want to follow your decisions, please make them on time, okay? That is something that you need to do. And whenever you make a decision, let me tell you, even today, any of the decisions I take, I am never 100% sure. I am reasonably sure that it will come out good, but I cannot guarantee that it will come out good. And that is the stage after 40 plus years of work. So don't be afraid. It's going to be like this forever, right? So make those decisions. And the rule that I have applied is if 8 of my 10 decisions are good, it's fantastic. Provided the 2 others should not be blunder, right? I should be able to course correct. I know it's a wrong decision, but I've taken it on time. And in hindsight, of course, everybody is right. And therefore, you course correct, okay? So don't be afraid to change your mind, right? You have made a wrong, cut your losses, and then get on with it and correct, and then course correct, right, as I said. So decision making is something that you have to do, right? Now, P.V. Narasimha Rao was asked, when he was the PM, Babri Masjid, 6th of December, he was asked, why didn't you act on that day? You let things run the way they are. And his answer was, I thought about it, and my decision was not to take a decision. So this is not procrastination. This is not passing the buck. This is actually saying it's a conscious decision to pause, right? So pause is also a decision, provided it is considered, okay? So I just want to leave that thought with you. My sixth piece of advice is to embrace change. This is a very, very fast changing world, okay? You adapt or you perish, okay? You have no other choice, right? If you don't change, you will become obsolete. That's what's going to happen. Now, the mantra here is learn to unlearn and relearn. All of you have shown tremendous, you're all great learners, otherwise you wouldn't be here today, right? But just understand that situation is changing, and what was right yesterday may not be right tomorrow. Just be aware of it, okay? This is something that I want you to know. And we really don't know it all. Like at GMR, we have this intellectual humility as one of our value system. When I call it intellectual humility, it's a different kind of humility to just bowing your head, right? That is bhakti and that kind of humility. Intellectual humility is something that says that I don't know it all. I'm willing to listen to others. I'm willing to learn from others. This is how the GMR group went and learned from doing several businesses, 27 I'm told, because we lose count of them, before we actually homed in on the infrastructure business, okay? So don't be afraid to move on to newer and newer things, trying out newer things, okay? That is something that I would like to say. In fact, I like this quote when Sri Ratan Tata, late Ratan Tata, he said about GMR. He said, where everyone else sees a door, where everyone else sees a wall, GMR sees a door, an opening. So don't ever think that you have come to a standstill and you're headbutting. There's no solution beyond this. A solution will come out, okay? So always be optimistic is what I would say to you. My seventh piece of advice to you is about networking. Networking is nothing but, you're communicating, you're keeping in touch, whether it's your internal network, your external network, your family network, your social network, your hobbies. It's about knowing people and staying in touch with people. And when you know that you have a good network, it's not about collecting business cards, right? When you pick up a phone and you ask somebody, please help me, I need your help, the litmus test is, are they going to come and help you? That depends on the strength of your network. So I say you call and be in touch with people when you don't need their help, so that when you do call them one day, they will definitely come to you, okay? So that's about the network. My eighth piece of advice to you is balance in leadership. If you were to succeed and lead, right, you need the balance. Everybody, whenever we talk about leadership, we talk about vision statement, mission statement, maybe something else, and always to do with that. But yes, beyond that, there is other things, right? There are, you need to praise your people. You need to be there when they need you. You need to be able to guide them, right? You're literally like holding the hands whenever they need, right? In whichever way, you need to motivate them and so on. That's a true leader, right? Now, within this leadership, what you need to do, you are not going to do it alone. What you need is get others to do, so you need teams, right? Team building is a skill. So when you think of a team and you think of a task, think of a setup, an organization structure, and then you get the right people, and that's again another huge skill, getting the right people to fit into the right boxes, okay? And then you say, okay, here is a goal and here is whatnot, and you work at it. I'm there for you. I review it from time to time, and then the goal is achieved, right? When you talk about leadership, the best example, and this is my favorite quote, is to do with Satish Dhawan, the ISRO chief head then. So India's space mission, spectacular failure of the launch, right? And who was the head? Abdul Kalam was the head. And Kalam is looking and he is saying, I will go and face the press and I will tell it is my mistake. And what does Satish Dhawan do? He orders Kalam to go home. He faces the press. He takes the entire responsibility. He then tells the press, in 6 months' time, we're going to have a successful launch. Fast forward 6 months, successful launch. Kalam is looking for Satish Dhawan. Satish Dhawan has gone home already. He says, you don't need me today. Go and face the press. So this is the kind of leadership that you want. This is the kind of motivation. Just imagine, dwell on this, the kind of motivation this would have given. So leadership is about taking responsibility and giving, the kudos and giving praise where it belongs, right? You will not find very many people doing that, okay? Let us be honest. The ninth piece of advice that I have is about all the cues. It's not the line cues, but it's about IQ and so on, right? And all the fact that you are in this room, you all have a very high IQ. And earlier we used to think that, okay, anybody who has a high IQ will be successful in life. But then they saw that, there were a few people who had high IQ, but they were failures. Then how do I explain this phenomena? Then they said, okay, there's something called EQ, emotional quotient. Then they said, what's emotional quotient? Earlier I talked about network, relationships, and so on. So that is what? It's about people, emotions, right? So those who were able to relate to people, because you can't do it alone, right? So relate to people, they were more successful. Then suddenly they went on, it stood the test of time for some time, and then these people also started failing. Then they said there must be another reason. So he said, no, this is a VUCA world. What is VUCA? They said, okay, this is a volatile, uncertainty is there, it is very complex, it is ambiguous, that is the VUCA. So VUCA world, how do I do? So what do you need? You need resilience. VUCA world means uncertainty, all these things, they'll shake you up. But you need the grit and the resilience to battle it out, okay? So this is what they called it and termed it as adversity quotient. So now it is AQ. So those with AQ will succeed in this world, current world, okay? So I'm sure there'll be many more Qs as you go along. I have seen 3 Qs, in my lifetime. You'll probably see 3 more new Qs, okay, in your lifetime. So make sure that you're aware of them and make sure that you pay attention to these things and, look at it in a different way. You need to be able to take some of the risks, right? And you can't be successful without taking risks. And for this, I remember Vishwanathan Anand actually, when he came to Chennai, that world chess title against Carlsen. And I remember the 8th or 9th round or something like that, 2 successive losses he had. And there was a press conference and he was asked, he said, what happened? Why did you take the risk? He said the biggest risk was that he did not take any risk at all. So what he is saying, a world champion of that stature, he's saying that I need to take risks. I'm not saying take blind risks, take calculated risks. Make sure that the probabilities are in your favor, but every time you risk, whenever you fall, don't stop. What is there? Get up, start again, give it one more go, right? And the only people who have failed in life are the guys who didn't get up one more time, that last time when success was nearly there, and then they give up, right? So be brave, take calculated risks, and move on in life, okay? My 10th piece is to do with luck, because I finished the AQs, EQs, etc. There were some people we find that they're plain lucky, he didn't deserve it. But is there something called luck? My own view is luck happens when preparation meets opportunity. So the accent is on the preparation. So many of them would have prepared, but some people don't even recognize that there was an opportunity. I didn't even know that something happened, that there was an opportunity. So look at these kind of things, right? So it's not all about luck, is what I would say. It is recognizing and being ready and taking the opportunity when it does come, okay? My 11th and the last piece is about managing stress. So you can have AQ, IQ, everything in your favor, luck in your favor, etc. But if you're not able to manage stress, you'll just crush. You'll be just crushed, okay? And stress is a fact. It is there in every aspect of your life, whether it's work, right, family, social, whatever else. The question is, how do you manage it, right? And what is stress at the end of the day? Stress is something which is you are expecting something, and the results are something different. The gap is there. So it's a gap between your expectations and the results. I was expecting 100, but I got only 98, and this girl is crying, you know. I've seen that, one of my family members, okay? So this is what happens, and this causes stress to us. So this mismatch, how do you handle is something. So you must have a mechanism for handling stress. And this is not something that you're going to handle it on your own. You need a mentor. You need others to bail you out when you have the stress. So this is the fundamental mantra. I will deal with it myself. I am stressed. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'll deal with it myself. No. Please reach out, whether it's your mentor, or to your family member, or to your friend, or to one of the IIT alumni. You will be part of the alumni now, soon enough, and they are available. So reach out to them. In fact, our batch, 79, we started the YRF, Young Researchers Forum. And one of the portions in that is the CLEEK program, which is to do with career and life coaching, you know. And I've been with it for the last 5 years, and now I've enrolled myself for the 6th year as well. And I've enjoyed every bit of it, right, being a mentor coach. So there are people who are willing to, you know, listen to you. Yeah, that's what I would say to you. Now you might have noticed that, look, here is a civil engineering, you know, program, and there's not a bit about work. Everything is to do with other things, right? Yes, domain is important, but other things are equally, if not more important, to be the differentiator, let's call it, all right? In some jobs, domain is more important, but there's no job in which these are not important. Leave alone the work life, it's also your life, right, which is outside of the work. So as for myself, I myself wanted to be a structural designer. I wanted to have my own firm. I really saw the work on the site, and I felt the quality was so poor, my designs were butchered. Then I said, let me go abroad and move across to construction. And then I thought I'll go abroad and be financially, have some cushion and go abroad to the Middle East, like civil engineers did. I thought 2 years was enough, but it took me 13 years. I went to Iraq, I went to Oman, Turkey, London, Malaysia. In '95, India was calling. All of you will be successful, okay? Along the way, while you're successful, I hope you help a few more people be successful also. There is no greater happiness than in seeing others succeed. So thank you for patiently listening to me. Thank you, all the students, all the parents, everyone, and the faculty, Professor Mayor Prasad, Benny, for calling me here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. I'm sure our students are enlightened by your words. And finally, the most awaited moment of the day has arrived, the distribution of degrees to the graduates. Graduates, as your names are called out, please come to the dais and receive the prizes and degrees. I request our chief guest, Shri B.K. Kameshwar Rao, to hand over the prizes to the prize winners. Please. We will first start with student award winners for their academic distinction. The best PhD thesis in the Department of Civil Engineering for the scholar with the best PhD thesis goes to Sahil Vani. Larson and Toubro ECC Endowment Prize for the student with the best academic record in the civil engineering of the BTech degree program goes to Birtik. Dr. N.R. Dave Prize for the student with the best academic record in civil engineering of the dual degree program goes to Betala Mauli Faniraj. K. Devarajan Memorial Prize for the student with the best academic record in transportation engineering goes to Lieutenant Colonel Uma Shankar Nanchappa. K. Devarajan Memorial Prize, again for the student with the best academic record in transportation engineering, goes to Adi Rupesh. L&T Endowment Prize for the student with the best academic record in construction technology and management goes to Ritin Jacob Karukayil. Professor Yogan Plain Award for the student with the best experimental thesis in structural engineering goes to Lieutenant Colonel Nitesh Nitin. Rajnikant Gandhi Memorial Award for the student with the best academic record in geotechnical engineering goes to Thorat Sahar Sitaram. Shri Gayatri Devi Award for the scholar with the best women scholar in civil engineering with highest CGPA goes to Hira M. Titus. The scholar with the best MS thesis in Department of Civil Engineering is Shivakumar KS. Bhagyalakshmi and Krishna Iyengar Award for the scholar with the best PhD project work in the area of pollution abatement goes to Kumar Adarsh. Abhishek Tippa. Shalini B. Anchu K. Panikar. Murugan R. Savita Ulavi. Gayatri R. Kirtana S. Jitin S. Kumar. Sumit Kumar. Kaviyarasu K. Lakshmi Pradeep. Jarapala Raidu. Kaushik Jas. Antriksh Srivastava. Janabi Basu. Jaya Satya Sandeep Innamuri. Mahalingam C. Mahalingam C. Abhishek Kumar. Shanmugaraj, yes. Salman Khan. Jyoti Illuda. Devesh Kumar Jaiswal. Payal Roy. Angel Jessilina A. Amit Singh Chandel. Namita Nayak. Trishit Chandra. Rauf Un Nabi Dar. Bansude Prashant Anand. Basanagowda Harvinder Singh. Vinay Sanjay Vandale. Shakti Subramani T. Paushali Pradhan. Pavan Mohan Neelam Raju. Pavan Mohan Neelam Raju. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our MS graduates. Now we move on to MTech graduates. Rajesh Jatt. Danu Kumar Rai. Amit Kumar. Vetrivelan R. Satish V. Arjun KS. Sanke Bhairavi Deepak. Bhavanasi Sohan. Shah Devansh Ketan. Banavatu Indrapriya. Pavar Lalit Sunil. Aditya Ratnam. Gachavalli Srimant. Leijing Korush Maring. Lavidya Karthik Nayak. Manchusha BK. Mihir Shailesh Mistry. Mohammad Wasim Ali. Praveen Venkatesh C. BN Prerana. Devendu AS. Krishna R. Saurabh Kumar. Murikinati Vishnupriya. Sania Singh. Siddharth Gautam. Abdul Asib CP. BVL Jayasimha. Manikandan G. Nexia Murali. P. Parthiban Natesh. Yalla Shriman Kanna. Kanne Boyna Yashashwini Yadav. Ayushi Gupta. Bosle Narayan Somnath. Naveen Kumar PR. Shreyas Jaishwal. Siddharth B. Surya Prakash yes. Varun Ye. Nayana R. Balalakshmi GV. Chhatrapal Pal. Deepa B. Gauri Shriram. Malavat Kaveri. Krishna Priya Mohanan. Kshatriya Krunal Rajesh Kumar. Lakshmi Narayana Kumar, yes. Malavika K. Mritul Tiwari. Suddamalla Pavan Kumar Reddy. Ponnana Mohana Rao. Prakash Srivastava. Mali Rahul Rambhav. Rajiv Ranjan. Saswata Samantha. Sneha Bhaskar. Dugi Devara Srinivasa Rao. Varsha Sudesh Kumbala Parambil. Syed Yunus. Anantaram R. Akshata KG. Divyashri EH. Samruddh K. Let's give a big round of applause to all our MTech graduates. We now move on to dual degree graduates. Abhishek Amit Gupta. Abhishek Goyal. Amar Anushka Hemant. Anshuman Pandey. Arjun Balamurali. Chamalla Arun Teja. Gary Thomas Job. Ishita Khatri. Matta Aparna. Pedim Shetty Mithun. Rahul. Sadguru Sharan Agrahari. Srirag Yes. Venkateshwar Reddy Alimela. Vivek Chaturvedi. Metro. Let's give a big round of applause to all our dual degree graduates. Now we move on to the graduates in PG Diploma in Metro Rail Technology and Management. Ilamaran I. Gokul Yam. Mahalingaraja J. Neelam Soni. Saket Kumar. And Deepashri K. We now move on to graduates in PG Diploma in Bridge Engineering, Akshay Nadigar. Arun Prasad D. Gautam Guntapalli. Gunaseelan R. Jeeva S. Paramananda Kundu. Ravi Shankar S. Rishi Amridalal. Shiva S. Tamannagari Avinash. Vasant Kumar S. Vignesh B.A. and Visakan R. Let's give a big round of applause to all our PG Diploma graduates. Now we move on to BTech degree graduates. Bojja Venkatasai Pranav. Addandi Ashrit Reddy. Aditya Bhatt. Aditya Goswami. Akash S.B. Akshay V. Akula Aditya Kumar. Albi Jensen. Alluri Pushparaju. Ananya Puranam. Anikit Dwivedi. Ansh Dwivedi. Anshul Agarwal. Anshul Mahesh Chavan. Anupama Rajan. Aramp Santosh Kanderao. Arpit Singh. Aryan Shah. Ashmita Jaisi Shivakumar. Avuku Shweta. Avunuri Vishnu Sai. Baireddy Navya. Begari Ishwari. Bhavya Nambutri. Bhudeti Venkata Harshita. Seelam Anvesh. Chalamala Venkata Bharat Reddy. Chennuri Sai Shri Venkat. Dangre Sartak Ganesh. Deshini Gayatri. Dhruv Jindal.
Shamina is the youngest in the batch.
Should I mention that?
Yeah, he wants to be very nice. We can say over 50.
Divyendra Soni. Thank you. Sansia Disa.
Gaurav Meena, youngest in the batch.
Gaurav Meena. Gajji Aishwarya Rai. Gandi Durga Sudhir. Gaurav Meena. He has a distinction of being the youngest graduate of 19 years. Giduturi Varun Kumar. Giridhar S.R. Midday Jnana Abhishek. Gunupuru Gunashekar Sai. Gurugubelli Ashok. Harsh Anand. Harshal Prajapat. Bhosale Arshavardhan Prakash. Hemant Kumar Meena. Ishang Atul Dharod. Joanna Jobai. Kadaru Sai Navyashri. Kanmanta Reddy Sahit Reddy. Kapil Podar. Kushdev Yogi. Kiran Yes. Kolipei Jyotiraj. Kondru Tina. Koont Reddy Mahesh Reddy. Kovuri Pooja. Krishna Navanita Yes. Madam Sai Charan. Mahesh. Maheshwarapu Pavan. Monisha Gadu. Morigala Shivaram Gaud. Narahari Ritvik Reddy. Neerudu Varshit Reddy. Nikhil Chandra Yadav. Norbu Sering. Om Rakma Kalambe. Patrini Abhinayashri. Pendam Srija Meghana. Piyush Kumar Agarwal. Poli Shetty Venkata Nagamani Kaushik. Prince Saini. Samir Surla. Sampati Rao Jayant. Sangha Sujal Vijay Kumar.
One more you have? Then the acceptance speech. And how many people you have?
Satya Suguna Nandakumar. Sheikh Asad Ibrahim. Shubham Sagar. Shubodh Ashok Maske. And thank you. Now we have student representatives addressing the gathering via recorded video. May I request the volunteers to help play the recorded video of the student representative. We kindly request students, graduates, and parents to stay back. We have a photograph session at the end, also refreshments for you. So please stay back. May I request the volunteers to quickly fix this, please?
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். A very good evening to the guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and my fellow graduates. Today is a remarkable day, and I'm honored to address you all at this momentous occasion of our convocation. I'm Brithik, and I'm happy to receive and accept this LNT Endowment Prize 2025. I'd like to thank my parents and my twin brother Brishik for being my pillars of strength. Over the last 4 years, BSB has been my home. All thanks to my professors who constantly guided and
I kindly request the students to please settle down.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். A very good evening to the guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and my fellow graduates. Today is a remarkable day, and I'm honored to address you all at this momentous occasion of our convocation. I'm Brithik, and I'm happy to receive and accept this LNT Endowment Prize 2025. I'd like to thank my parents and my twin brother Brishik for being my pillars of strength. Over the last 4 years, BSB has been my home. All thanks to my professors who constantly guided and supported me. Special mention to Lalita ma'am, Arnapalli sir, Nikhil sir, Gettu sir, Ashwin sir, Shivakumar sir, and our HOD Benny sir. My Insti experience has been wholesome, and I owe a great part of it to the opportunities I've had beyond academics. I've contested student elections thrice, won 2, lost 1. But every time I've stepped up to make student lives better, I was asked this: why risk CGPA? I never saw leadership and academics as two different paths. In fact, walking in both of them had made it more meaningful, and that is the message I want to leave behind. This applies not just in college, but in life too. Being involved, actively participating in social issues will not hamper personal excellence. It will in fact deepen it. I know I will not leave this hall alive if I don't mention my friends who've been there with me throughout since day one. Cheers to our sleepless nights, sleepy 8 a.m. classes, midnight walks, and back-to-back deadlines. Wow, we've made it through. And what powered me was HFC Maggies and Mummy Daddy Biryanis. Despite all this hustle, we've never missed to celebrate, be it birthdays, festivals, or random events. I'm happy to cherish all these memories, but I'm also sad to leave this behind as we move on to the next chapter of our lives with different dreams and challenges. I'm confident that this department and our institute has given us the strongest foundation for us to create and construct our lives as tall as possible. Thank you all. Wishing you all the very, very best. Nandri, Vanakkam.
Jai Hind everyone. I am Lieutenant Colonel Umashankar Nanjappa, a serving officer of Indian Army. I am a sponsored student currently pursuing MTech in Transportation Engineering. It is with immense pride and deep gratitude I stand before you. With great humility, I accept K. Devarajan Memorial Prize being awarded to me on the occasion of 62nd Convocation Day. I thank the Institute and the committee members for recognizing my hard work over the past 2 years. I thank all the faculty members for their valuable contribution and patience over these 2 years. A special thanks to my guide, Dr. Surinder, for his patience and guidance over the last year as part of my project work. I thank all my classmates for their continued support and for helping me to keep myself motivated and striving for excellence. I thank my family for being there and for their unwavering support. And finally, I thank my organization, the Indian Army, for giving me an opportunity to be part of an esteemed elite institution such as IIT Madras. The experience of these past 2 years has been truly enriching, and I will cherish this for the rest of my life. Thank you once again.
Good evening all. Honorable Chief Guest, my respected professors and faculty members, my friends, fellow graduates, dear parents and family members, I thank IIT management for giving this opportunity to represent graduating PG diploma batch. This PG diploma course is not a conventional degree program. It is a specially designed course through a collaboration between leading industrialists and leading academia. This course gave us an opportunity to interact with eminent professors or experts in this field who are authors for most of the codes and specifications and various textbooks related to bridges. It helped us in understanding the background behind the codal provisions in a much clearer way, especially those which lead to a lot of difference of opinions among the practicing engineers. So after this course, now we can confidently say we ourselves will be in a position to resolve those type of conflicts and difference of opinions. Throughout this course, we had a hands-on experience in solving a lot of bridge design problem, practical problems through simple manual calculations. This has helped us, to improve our analytical skills, our time management skills, etc. This course has brought a lot of clarity on the work we do. For example, often in a design office, software analysis is a routine. So after this course, we can confidently say, or we have learned a lot of thumb rules or skills to cross-check the outputs the software is giving and how the software is working actually. So for giving this immense learnings and experience, we thank IIT Madras, our beloved professors AMP sir, Rupan sir, Amalan sir, Sudeep sir, PGV sir, and other faculty members. We also thank our beloved KSN sir, who is instrumental in making this course happen, GS Kair sir, Nayak sir, Sadashivam sir, and Nishaman. We also thank our family members who have motivated us to complete this course successfully. Thank you.
Greetings to all the respected faculty, fellow graduates and guests. My name is Sailwani and it's a pleasure to be speaking today. Receiving the Best PhD Thesis Award feels incredible, though honestly it still feels unreal to me. I still remember the days spent writing codes, debugging, chasing deadlines, forgetting the day it was, something many of us can relate to. It had become a daily routine of our lives. That's why this moment feels deeply rewarding to me. I dedicate this award to my supervisor, Professor Ramesh, who stood by me through all the ups and downs of my PhD journey. I also thank my doctorate committee member for their questions and guidance that kept me on track. I am grateful to Professor Benny, our HOD, for his continuous support. Thanks also to the civil engineering faculty, especially in geotechnical engineering, for their guidance during my stay at IIT Madras. Also, I would like to thank my research group for their timely discussions. A special thanks to my family for believing in me, even when I was not sure what I was doing. At the end, to all my friends, thank you for the late night tea conversations, for sending me random memes, and for reminding me that there is more to life than just the lab. As I look ahead, this award gives me strength to keep learning and contributing as an independent researcher. Standing here today, I want to say this: if I could reach this point, so can you. There is nothing extraordinary about me. I just kept going, and so did all of you. That's what brought us here. Congratulations to each and every graduate here today. We made it together. Thank you.
A big round of applause to all our student representatives for their acceptance speech. Now I request our HOD, Professor Benny Raphael, to facilitate the chief guest with a memento. We have come to the end of the degree distribution program. May I request you to rise for the national anthem?
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, everyone. Please have a safe journey back home. Thanks to all the faculty, support staff, and the volunteers. And quick note, we will be having a photograph session here. We request the students to stay back. We plan for photograph with faculty members in each category after this ceremony. And we have also arranged for refreshments as you exit the hall. Thank you so much. Thank you.